Okay, so today we're going to look at this document called
Okay.
Who is the Judas?
Right. Yeah.
And
This is going to be juicy.
I think this is, well, it's certainly interesting and maybe a little spicy.
Yeah, it's definitely well, it's quite a story that it tells.
It is, it is.
It's about this idea of betrayal, right?
Yeah. Betrayal within
Yeah.
Duterte's inner circle.
Exactly. And it really focuses on the relationships between Duterte,
Right.
his kids, Sarah Palong, and based
Right.
Bongo.
Oh, yeah. Bongo's in there big time.
Oh, yeah. Front and center. And Honeylet of Onsenia, of course.
Yeah, so this is all pretty recent, right?
Yeah, this document, it covers events all the way from like 2021 up until very recently, March 11th of this year.
Of this year. Wow.
Yeah, so this is hot off the presses.
Yeah. I mean, it's not our job to say if any of this is true or not.
Right.
But
we're just trying to understand.
yeah, our mission today is to try to figure out what this document is trying to say.
Exactly. We got to look at the claims. We got to look at who the players are.
Right.
Figure out what they're trying to get at when they ask.
Like, what are the relationships?
Yeah.
Who's doing what to who?
Exactly. Who is the Judas? That's the big question.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question right there.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of tension there right from the get-go, especially with the family and Bongo.
Oh, yeah, the document.
Um,
Not a happy family.
yeah, doesn't paint a pretty picture. It seems like Duterte's children were not fans of Bongo.
No, they weren't big fans, and a lot of that seems to come from his close relationship with Honeylet.
Yeah, it seems like they felt that he was getting too close.
Too close for comfort, maybe.
Yeah, and the document even says that Duterte saw Bongo as his most trusted aide.
His tunay.
Right.
Which, you can see how that might cause some problems.
Yeah, if your dad thinks this other guy is his right-hand man,
Yeah, it's got to sting a little.
then it's like, wait a minute, what about us?
Right, where do we fit in all of this? And then there's that whole thing about base Duterte confronting Bong Go.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. The document says he straight up called him a traitor.
At a rally.
At a Maysog rally in Pampanga.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal.
And their compar.
Right, which is...
I mean, that's a big deal.
That's like family almost.
Yeah, it's a bond of kinship. You don't mess with that.
So to call him a traitor like that, that's serious.
Oh, yeah, that's a serious accusation.
It's some serious bad blood.
Definitely.
And then we've got the 2021 presidential elections.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing is a mess.
The whole other can of worms, right?
Apparently, Duterte wanted Bongo to run for president.
Yeah, with himself as VP.
Yeah.
But Sarah was ahead in the polls.
Yeah, she was the front runner.
So what happened?
Well, according to this document,
Right.
big argument.
Yeah, between Sarah and her father.
Yeah, and ultimately, Duterte, he backed down.
Wow. So Sarah got her way.
She got her way, and Bongo ended up withdrawing from the presidential race.
So she's pretty powerful in her own right, it sounds like.
Yeah, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Then you've got Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo in the mix.
GMA the Queenmaker.
The document claims that she told Sarah to wait.
To bide her time.
Yeah, basically that it wasn't her time yet.
BBM's turn first. And
Right.
that's how we got the Unite team a forced wedlock, as the document puts it.
So yeah, Bongo was out, and the rest is history.
History in the making.
Exactly. So we've got family trauma, we've got political maneuvering,
Right.
and then we've got Honeylet of Onsenia.
Yeah, she's kind of a mysterious figure in all of this.
Yeah, it's not really clear what her role is, but the document says she caused a lot of problems.
A lot of friction with Duterte's children.
To the point where they would avoid going to their dad's house if she was there.
Even on his birthday.
Yeah, I mean, that's some serious estrangement.
Yeah, it sounds like there were some deep-seated issues there.
And then we come to the trip to The Hague.
March 11th.
And the big question, why didn't Honeylet go with him?
It's curious, isn't it?
Yeah, and this is where the whole Judas thing really comes into play.
Because the document says that there were rumors in Davao
Yeah.
that Duterte left a ton of money with Honeylet,
Okay.
and that she's basically calling the shots now.
While he's away.
Exactly.
And obviously Sarah and her siblings are not happy about it.
No, they're furious, according to the document.
And it's even affecting Addie Pinello.
Yeah, he's caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, the document says he's having problems with Harry Roque and Aimee Marcos.
It's all connected.
Yeah. So Pinello convinced Duterte to come back to the Philippines.
Right, but that's the big mystery who told Pinello it was safe.
Because Duterte had every reason to stay away.
Yeah, he could have stayed out of the country. He had the means.
But he came back.
And that's where the Judas question comes in.
Right. Because somebody convinced him it was okay.
Someone he trusted.
Completely.
Someone who'd been with him since his Davao City mayor days.
Right. So this document is saying that Duterte thought he was untouchable.
That he was above the law.
Yeah. And then somebody took advantage of that.
And led him right into a trap.
So this Who is the Judas document? It's basically a story about betrayal,
It's a story about family,
about power,
about loyalty.
and about who you can really trust.
Because at the end of the day, everyone's got their own agenda.
Yeah, so for our listeners out there, I want you to think about who benefits from all this.
Right, who stands to gain?
What does Sarah get out of it?
What about Bong Go?
What about Honeylet?
Even Addie Pinello?
Because in this Game of Thrones, someone's going to come out on top.
And someone's gonna get burned?
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
And until next time.
Stay vigilant.